discuss one more change in this particular pattern. We have seen the left aligned triangles. We've seen with the asterisks, then we changed those asterisks with the digits in the previous section. Let me change this particular pattern a bit further. Suppose if I have a pattern with the same part, it is still a left aligned right angle triangle, but this time the pattern goes in this fashion. And I am supposed to do it for n rows. Here, it is very difficult to express something called as R or C. Just to remind you, if all the characters are same in a pattern, then we use that particular character on the printf instruction. Suppose if it is asterisk or dollar, we use the same character on the screen. Suppose if I have say 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, since every pattern was starting with a character called as 1 and increased till the row value, we used to print the value of C. If the starting character of the row coincides with the row value, for example, if I am at the 4th row, if it is 4 and all the characters are same, in that case we can use the pattern with the value of R. But here, when I look at this particular pattern, I will not be able to coincide any of those logics with either R or C. Here, all the characters of the pattern are changing, and they are changing continuously irrespective of the value of R or C. So now, let us check this. When R is 1, C is 1. What need to be printed? 1. When R is 2, C is 1, you need to print 2. When C is 2, print 3. Now here, when R is 3, C is reset to 1, print 4. C is changed to 2, print 5. C changed to 3, print 6. Similarly, when R is 4, C is 1, print 7, 2, print 8, 3, print 9, 4, print 10. So here I have kept the values of R and C, and here I have written the output which is supposed to be generated. None of these R or C coincides at this place. So hence what I will do is I will use a variable called as K for this particular task. So before setting the value of R as 1 and C as 1, what I will do is I will take K as 1 and keep on printing the value of K and change that particular value of K such that K is independent of R and C. So now here, when R is 1, C is 1, I will print K and change it to the next value, that is 2. When R is 2, C is 1, I will print the value of K. K is what? 2. Print 2 and then change the value of K, K to 3. When R is 2, C is 2, print the value of K. K is now what? 3. And after that change it to the next value. So it means that when R and C are working together as per the pattern operations, you are supposed to just print the value of K and keep on incrementing the value of K. Let's try this particular program. Well, this time I will not be writing the entire code. The entire code remains the same. I will say it verbally. I will include the header files first, and then as usual I will ask how many rows, and then I will read that particular value into n and perform this particular operation. So I will write only the loops at this particular place. So as usual, by this time you could have remembered what exactly R is. So R is going to control the rows which is going to start with 1 and ends up at what? N R plus plus. Do speak those values whenever I take a pause. That will increase your confidence. Because if you are going to just idly watch this particular contents, until unless we have a virtual interaction, it will be very difficult for you to remember these concepts. So do say the values of variables along with me. So let's try this. So R will go from 1 to n. Let's try this. For C will change from 1 and C will go till R. Very good. So then I'll say C++. Within this, I said you're supposed to take a variable K and print this. But wait for a while. I had to set the value of K. What is the value of K? K is set with 1 initially. Before I start the operation R as 1 or C as 1, I'll set the value of K as 1. So when R is 1, C is 1, what I'll do is I'll say printf the value of K. I'll say printf %d, comma, the value of K. But after K being printed, I'll generate the next value. If you wish, you can spend one additional instruction as K++, or you can try even at this place also, K++. As soon as you complete a row, as usual, get the cursor on the next line. I'll say printf/n. I'll say printf percentage d k plus plus. Now here I merged the printing and incrementing operation into one instruction. Advisable. If you feel that it is going to be confusing, then what you can do is you can printf percentage d k and then k plus plus as a separate instruction. So here we have to print the value of k. So hence I'll say k plus plus. So first what it does, it prints the value of k on the screen and then changes the value of k to the next number. Here your k, is it dependent on the value of r and c? No, it's independent of r and c. So the value of k keeps on incrementing on its own automatically irrespective of the value of r and c. So r and c are going to change as per the one which we discussed. This concept of k can be even used for generating the different patterns which we have discussed in the earlier part. Some people feel that when to remember r, when to remember c is very confusing. Although it is very easy, but some have got that particular fear that why we should remember different concepts. So can I modify this program, the same part, the same value of k, the same concepts of k for the previous patterns? Yes. Let me try this particular pattern. So here I have pattern as 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, the one which is stated. If I were to say this, then how do I modify this using k? What I'll do is, I had to now use this particular observation. Observe the first column of the pattern. What is the first column of the pattern? 1. Set this as k. Let's set k as 1. Your k equals to 1 has to be set for how many times? Only once at the beginning of the structure or at the beginning of every row? Yes, you said it rightly, at the beginning of every row. If your k has to be set to 1 at the beginning of every row, what you do is insert an instruction called as k equals to 1 over here. When k equals to 1 is inserted at this place and print the value of k, you will get this particular pattern. Now let's check how it works. So rather than placing at this place, if I modify k equals to 1 over here, after printing the row contents, suppose if r is 3, k is set with 1, c will go for 3 times, print 1, change it to 2, print 2, change it to 3, print 3, change it to 4. After that, when you quit this particular c loop, when you go back and change the value of r as 4, your k is still reset to 1. K is reset to 1 irrespective of the value of k in the previous section. So k is reset to 1. After that, again do this particular operation. So I can have this particular structure drawn for you. Now, suppose if I ask, now this is the one which we stated at the beginning. So this will work for this particular pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a program. And for this is a program. Now suppose if I say that I'm supposed to generate this particular pattern 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4 using this particular k concept. How do I try this k concept on this particular pattern? Now what I'll do is I'll observe this particular column. What is the value of column? So k is going to be set to r. So at this place set the value of k as r. Set the value of k as r. So the same loop will work for r equals to 1. So here k will not be there. R equal to 1, r less than equal to 1, r plus plus. Set the value of k as r. C equal to 1, c less than equal to r, c plus plus. Now should I change the value of k or should I keep the value as it is? So here in a printf, in this case this will be the same. But in the next case I'll say printf percentage d comma k. The value of k has to be kept as it is. So the third program is going to be in this fashion. So the first program which we discussed was printing all of the contents in a different fashion, then printf k plus plus k equals to 1. If every row is going to start with 1 and keeps on incrementing, then set k is equals to 1 between r and c. Sandwich k equals to 1 between r and c and printf k plus plus. If this is going to be the pattern, then you'll have k equals to r and printf k equals to percentage d. Now suppose if I modify this particular pattern further, suppose if I ask you to generate this particular pattern 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if this is the pattern, how do I do this? So as usual I'll say for loop r equals to 1, r less than equals to n, r plus plus. Within this, I'll have for c equals to 1, c less than equal to r, c plus plus. Now this is the general structure which we have used. Observe this. What is the first value of this? K equals to r. This is supposed to be done, so hence k equals to r. Then print the value of k. Print the value of k. Will it be the next character same? No. Next character is reduced. Hence say k minus minus. Printf/n. This is the only change which we are going to obtain for this particular program. So the same program being rewritten with the value of k equals to r but changed to the next character. This is how we generate these various patterns. Thank you.